Hi, welcome to week 9 of the Moda Sampler Block Shuffle. So after this week, we've only got 3 more blocks to put together, and then it's time to start laying out our quilt. And I am beyond ecstatic and can't wait to start doing that. But in the meantime, I want to show you what our next 3 blocks are going to be so that you can see. So our blocks this week are block number 25, which is by Bonnie and Camille. Block number 26, which is by Amy Ellis. Let me get it up so you can see. There you go. And block number 27, which is by Sweetwater. So there's our 3 blocks. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I put them together. Block number 25 is by Bonnie and Camille. And again, pretty simple block. We've got a 4-patch in the center. So on this side, I've elected to do a 4-patch. On this one, my alternative block, I actually decided to do just a solid block. And then we've got numerous flying geese. So real simple, nothing difficult. I'm going to start by putting together my 4-patch. Then once I have my 4-patch together and pressed, then I'll start working on my flying geese. Once I have my flying geese all done, I'll set it up as a basic 9-patch. So I'll sew my flying geese together and then put the entire block together. I will, as I always do, stop along the way and show you how I've pressed it. But as I stated, I'm going to start with my 4-patch and then work on my flying geese. So these are my 2 blocks. Here are my 2 blocks. You can see I've gotten them all laid out so that they look like a 9-patch. And this is how I pressed them. This center piece, I pressed towards the darker of the 2 fabrics, and then I opened up my center. And if you're not certain how to open the centers like this, so how to do this is the first thing you do is set your seams. Then you lay the fabric open, and the fabric was like this. There's a couple stitches right here before you get to the seam, and I just finger pressed it from one side to the other and then pressed it with my iron. So there's my center block. And how I pressed these was I pressed them towards the triangle so that this seam, which has a lot more layers of fabric, would be pressed towards the open piece. So that's how I did that. So my next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 2, these 2, and these 2. Then I'll attach this, this, this. Then I'm going to press, and I'm not certain which way I'm going to press. I almost think I am going to press both sides towards the center, but I'll let you know for certain once I get it at that stage. So how I pressed these pieces was I first set my seams like this with the darker, more open triangle at the top. Then once I did that, then I just pressed it over like this. So you can see how my seam is pressed. So I'll get the rows together and let you see what it looks like. Here are finished block number 25. And I did end up pressing the center row out. So the top row went out, the middle row went in, and then the top row went out again. And then when I sewed the 3 rows together, the center row pressed out. So there is block number 25 all done. So now it's on to 26. Block number 26 is designed by Amy Ellis, and this is really a pretty simple block. We're going to break it down to a 9-patch because it's a pretty simple block. It's a basic 9-patch, but we've got half square triangles here that we've got to deal with, Half square triangles in this instance are going to be sewn like this. You're going to take your 2 pieces of fabric and put your right sides together. You draw a line from corner to corner and you sew right on that line, and then cut away your excess. So in this instance, I'm going to draw my line quickly for you so that you can see it. So what you're going to do is take your fabric with your diagonal line drawn, put your right sides together, and you're going to sew. So here I am sewing right on this line. This is my block, this is my cutaway. So I'll cut away 1/4 of an inch from that drawn line after I've pressed it. So that's what we're gonna do. We have 4 blocks to do that with. And these are my 2 colorways. I have one in blue in a cream, then one in like a burgundy in a definite tan. So I'll get those all sewn and pressed and show you what it looks like after. So here we are. This is our basic 9 patch. Nice and real straightforward. The only thing and you can see I have trimmed the back. So I've done it was a sew and flip. The only thing that you want to be careful on this is that your triangles are facing the right direction. So I'm going to now treat it just like a 9 patch. So also these 2, and these 2. Then this. Then I'm going to take it and press it. And then I will be back as soon as they are both sewn. Here are blocks 26 by Amy Ellis. Now on to 27. So here is block number 27, and it's designed by Sweetwater. And how I pressed it were the flying geese. The rows are 1, 2, 3. So this row was pressed out, this row was pressed in, this row was pressed out. And then when I went to do the center, I pressed both of them out because there were so many flying geese in here. I wanted to try to get them to lay flat. But this is definitely an area of problems because you've got 2, 4, 6, 8 layers of fabric that come together right here. So you can see I've got a little much on this point. Hopefully I can get it to lay down just a little bit better because I'm not really happy with it. But that's my hope. I'm gonna play with this a little bit more and see if I can get it to lay a little bit flatter. So there is block number 27. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's Moda Sampler Block Shuffle. I want to show you my blocks and what I did because I did do a couple of different things than the pattern. So I wanted to show you that. So the very first block is by Bonnie and Camille and it's number 25. And here is my first colorway. And this one I really did completely as the pattern shows. I really like it. One of the things that I really like about this project is I have gained so much confidence when it comes to my colors. I just can't believe it. I feel really, really good about it. So that's block 1. And this is my block 2. Now you can see on this one, I chose to do a solid block in the center. And I really like the way it made it look. I just think it's really cute block. So here are both of them. Block number 26 is designed by Amy Ellis. And here is my first block. And here is my second block. And on this one, again, you're gonna just wanna make sure that your half square triangles are going in the right direction. In here, let me get it straight, are both of them. My last block is by Sweetwater. And here are my 2 blocks. Here's block 1. Here's block 2. Whoops, sorry. Here's block 2. And here they are together. So next week we do 28, 29, and 30. 30 is actually an applique one, so that'll be kind of fun because it'll review what we did before with applique. And I can't wait to show you all of them. So next week I'll have pictures of all of my blocks done, because from then we will be starting to put it all together. I'm going to show you a couple different tips of what to do if your blocks aren't straight or square. And I want to show you how to, the different ways that I'm going to set the quilt. So that's where we're at, and I can't wait to see you again next week. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do leave comments below. I read every single one of your comments, and I do try to respond to all of them. Make certain that you've subscribed and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thanks so much, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.